then you will send. Then you can copy it and share it, on your Facebook and other social graphs, so that your fans and friends can follow. Is that okay?
Okay, I got it. I'm gonna send a link now to you, Isaac. Alrighty, got that. And now send to Isaac. Alright, I sent it to you, Isaac. Let me share it on my social graph.
Yeah, so Darren, I just shared it with you. I just sent it to you.
Okay. Let me share.
Alright, I shared to mine.
Yes.
And then Isaac, on that note, it's even more funny when, like, let's say the president or some kind of a governor, or let's just say an administrator, when they come and then they say, I don't know, I don't know who gave the order. We're not even sure it's our soldiers that were there. They forget that they're just painting how efficient they are. And it used to be very funny, right? Like, to just listening to that, like, what is this guy saying? You're just telling us how you shouldn't be there.
Yes. They don't know. They don't know that when they make such statements, they just make themselves look, so very inefficient, as you have said that.
Yeah.
So very relevant, and why they should not be there in the first place. And incidentally, around here in Africa, particularly in Nigeria, a lot of leaders are used to trying to say, I don't know who did that, I don't know who ordered that, I don't know how that money was spent.
I swear.
That money was in my budget of my office, but I don't know how they spent it.
I swear.
Or
Mashallah. It's always very funny to hear them say that. And even in America, it was funny when, like, Trump was complaining that he was cheated the election. So we're laughing and saying that you're the man in charge. Who did you want to secure it? You remember how Obama's time, when immediately Trump said things went wrong, Obama actually started an investigation. Immediately he had it. Like, although the allegation was against him, when Trump was saying that he played some tricks, immediately he started an investigation, set up everything, and then handed over power. Then the current Don man, he's backing, and backing, forgetting the point, laughing that you're the one in charge. Yeah. Anyway. So hi Darren, you ready?
people don't. So are you ready, Darren?
Yes, I'm ready.
Alrighty. So yeah. So I guess we're just warming up. We always take this time to send to share and warm up until a couple of people join, and we take it from there. Isaac, I will play the other one from Area Further. This Young Holiday song, I just needed it. It's like my coffee.
Yeah. Oh, great. Okay, Young Holiday.
And I've had this song on
Very
repeat
correct guy.
for a long time now.
Brian, it's been a while you've mentioned that your philosophy of the tree falling in the forest. Maybe,
Yeah, man.
Maybe Chris would like to hear it.
Oh, mashallah. Yeah. Alrighty. So, Chris, are you there?
Yeah, I'm there.
Yeah, so actually, we always take this time to warm up and allow a few people to join before we start, because what we do is like either the moon shining or a tree falling. If there's no one to see it, we still haven't answered the question whether it was, if it actually happened. If a tree falls in the forest and no one is there to see it fall, did it fall or did it make any sound? Yeah, so you can help us answer it too. We're still looking for the answer. If the moon is shining and you're not there to see it, did it shine?
Mm, no.
Mashallah. That's
That's
a
the
wise
perfect
man.
answer.
Yes. That's a
That's
wise
the
man,
perfect
Isaac.
answer.
Yeah. So
so
welcome.
so
Yeah. Sorry, go on, Isaac.
yeah, so you see, Chris, we that's why we need to wait for our fans to come in, so that they witness Chris, they witness everything that you're about to say. Because without them, I mean, Topo Spaces will not be here. Nobody will know that Topo Spaces were here. Yes, Brian,
Mashallah.
you were about to say something.
Yeah. I'll say it later.
Just so great. So, Chris, it's good to have you. I mean,
Yeah.
you are, you are, I mean, you are a young man with a big heart, right?
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, a big hat and a young
And
man.
the future, your future is already in your hands. I mean, you're already toasting your future in your hands. Your own is even simpler than a lot of people. Maybe even simpler than mine, and
Mashallah.
maybe that of Brian too.
Yeah.
You know,
Looks like.
because at your age you are an actor, a movie producer. It's a lot.
Yeah.
You know,
Um,
it's a lot.
if anybody is
Yeah.
there, greetings to you.
Sorry, this video keeps
Shalom,
appearing.
shalom, menehem, Eshem Yeshua
So you don't
HaMashiach.
worry,
Blessed is he
Chris.
who
We are not
cometh
always in
in
a
the
hurry.
name
Yeah.
of
This
the
is
Lord.
Topo Spaces fireside chat. We basically come here to just talk. So it's not particularly like an interview. It's just all of us sharing our experiences, and you are the man of the day. You know, so
Out of the
settle
mouths
down
of
and
babes,
just
the
tell us about
praise
who
of
you are.
Yahweh shall be sung.
Brian, I guess we can comment right now.
Yes, actually. Well, I think people joined and dropped, but yeah, we can comment. All right, Chris, thanks for showing up. Uh, at this end of the space is me, Brian. Then at the other end is Isaac. Isaac actually, I remember a couple of days ago, Isaac actually hit me up. He was very energetic. Like I know when he's very energetic about things. He was like, "Oh, he's been in touch with Chris Darren from Cameroon, and we would be having an episode." So I started looking forward to it because I know that there will be a lot of for us to talk about, to learn, be it about the past, be it about the current state of affairs, and be it about the future. So, welcome to this space. Here we have conversations that expose the crafts that the various craftsmen do. In your craft, you do acting, or you participate in the spheres of acting
Yeah.
and movie producing. So, we would like to jump into your art and your craft and know the rough work that you do so that you can inspire us and those listening, and especially the future generations. So, welcome.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Isaac, over to you. I finished making my speech.
Uh, so Darren, basically tell us about yourself. You know, don't leave anything how you started. You know, as how you started. You can even tell us about your background, your parenthood, your early life, and you know, getting to where you are today.
Okay. Greetings everybody. Greetings to all my fans. Greetings As we all know, my name is Chris Darren Blair. I'm the son of a very honorable man from a good background. They are church family, and I am 17 years old,
Mashallah.
an actor and a producer known as Cameroonian youngest movie producer.
Hmm.
I would love to talk about my experience and how I started. It all started in the early 2018 when the passion started, and I was really anxious to join the movie industry, but something held me back. And this something here is the finances.
Mhm.
The finances to get into the movie industry held me back, and I was like, what am I going to do? I met so many people in and out, and they were like, if you want to join an industry, you need to register with this amount 100K, 200K, and I'll be like, how will I get that money? But today I want to thank God because I took a bold step and I made it upon myself and I told myself that Chris Darren, you can make it. And now I see myself producing, and those who were like, you have to register before you join the industry, they're like, boy, how are you doing this? So the little encouragement I would like to give my people out there is always believe in yourself. Yeah, there are so many who come to discourage you, so many will come to tell you that you cannot make it. Things will even seem very impossible, especially in our country, Cameroon now. Joining the film industry in our Cameroon isn't easy, but if you have that dream, um, if you have that dream, if you have that power, you'll be able to overcome all the challenges. And
Mashallah.
today I am a proud producer of TV movies, Tembe's Victim and Sambakok, and even my upcoming movie Bonnet. I will say it's by the grace of God. By the grace of God, I've been able to do all this by His grace. It's not easy to get the finances. It's not easy to get the budget. There are times I'll even contact people and be like, I want to do this movie, and they'll be like, you have to pay me 300K. You have to pay me this, but I'll be like, I'm like this. I don't have money. Let's just do this, and they'll be like, I want to thank them because they came in for the project to support, not actually for the finances and all the like.
Okay.
Hmm.
Mashallah.
That's interesting. That's really interesting that you have people around you, who would like to, who support you, who come in to get involved in your project just so they see you succeed.
Yeah.
There are a lot of young people in Cameroon and also in Nigeria, where I am, that are watching right now that would really like to understand Chris and to understand how did you come to understand? How did you come to know that you are an actor or you want to be an actor and also a movie producer? Tell us how did that realization come?
I will say it was a really funny experience for me because when I started with this passion, I was like always in front of my mirror. I was like always in front of my TV, especially when I'm watching young kids act. I'm like,
Uh-huh.
wow, I want to be in that shoe. And I took it upon myself to start doing my little videos with my phones and all the like. And as I earlier said, the finances stopped me not from receiving my goals. And I just decided that, Chris Darwin, what should you do now? What should you do now? I just started doing my thing, and here I am now.
Uh,
Okay.
I'm curious. I'm curious. Uh, like when you started watching movies and started considering participating in that whole industry. Apart from you acting, the did it hit you that it's a whole journey and it's almost like karate and that you have to be training every day? Did all of that, did that kind of wave of emotion fall through you, and how do you handle that?
Mhm. Um, yeah, it actually came. There was a time when I had to train 3 times a day. There was a time when I have to train the whole day. And I want to thank our director, even though he's of late now,
Yeah.
Director Taman John Paul. He was
Yes,
the
rest in
one,
peace.
he's the one behind my success
Uh-huh.
now. Because if I was just there, the Chris Darren we all know today would not be possible.
Where are you
So,
located now?
so Cameroon,
Yeah.
Cameroon,
Where exactly? So that we
Bamenda,
can fly.
Cameroon.
Isaac, if his private jet is working, I'll probably put gas there and fly
Oh wow,
to where you are.
just to
So
meet with
that's what
you.
I'm asking. So you're in
Just to
Bamenda.
meet with you. Yeah.
Mashallah, yeah.
Yeah, Chris, I hope you know that Brian is a Cameroonian too.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yes. I am a Cameroonian, and there's so many actors, and Cameroon is a little heaven, and very soon Nigeria will realize that. Nigeria's actually realized that, but I don't think we have exhausted the partnerships that we can form between Cameroon and Nigeria. But I think it's growing. And Isaac, maybe this space will be like at the forefront of this. I'm suspecting actually. So there are
Yeah.
many. Cameroon has a lot of talents, and Nigeria is ahead in terms of many things. And since Cameroon is starting fresh, it's almost like a second chance for Cameroon and Nigeria. Because when they partner, you see that the experience that Nigeria has, they can refine it. And then the dreams that Cameroonians have, they can actually also refine it using Nigeria's experience. So it's like a second chance for both people. You see, so now in Cameroon we have many prominent actors like Alan Menget. I don't know if you know Alan Menget, like the talented guru. If that's mind the words, the guru is talented already, but he's a talented guru, and he has a whole style. It's through him that I knew that acting is like karate. He practices all the time, and he actually says that he listens to other actors, be it radio presenters, and then he imitates, and he creates his own style out of it. So we would like to also know that process for you, so that some of us who dream to be actors and producers in the next lives will probably emulate that. So first of all, about studies, what branch of like studies are you really attracted to? Is it the arts? Is it the sciences? And how does it help you in your craft?
I do art.
Okay, all right,
Yeah. Actually, I'm doing, planning on furthering my studies in the university, my acting career
okay,
in the university. So I will know more about the acting. It's not just all about waking up one day and saying I want to be an actor without having all the knowledge about it. So
okay.
I want to further it in the university.
Mashallah. Yeah. Isaac actually studied drama, so Isaac, I think you can help us in this
Yes.
part. Yeah.
Yeah, I studied drama. I studied drama in the university, Darren. Would you like to study drama? Hello?
Uh, Internet. Hope the village people
Oh,
have
the
not
internet is
started.
cracked.
Yeah.
I'm just. You see, the young lad seems to have all the, all the answers and all the equations
Yeah.
and all the calculations to get to where he's going to.
Yeah.
You know, he studied arts and he wants to go to university also to add more knowledge. You need to, just like the actor that you just quoted,
Yeah. Alan
that he
Menges.
says he understudies other people too.
Mm-hmm.
All those understudies to seek more knowledge and practice and perfect.
Mm-hmm.
you know
Yeah.
so he too going to the university now is going to get more knowledge there,
Yeah,
And I can only imagine, Brian, at 17 years old, you have three movies,
man.
you've acted in three movies at 17 years old, man. I can't,
Again in Cameroon.
yeah, yeah. Do you I can't imagine the kind of challenges that this young man has solved,
Yeah.
at his age. Yeah, I hope that when he comes back, he'll let us into all of those.
Yeah. So hi Chris, welcome back. We're here. Yeah, so Isaac, over to you. Sorry.
Yes, Chris,
Yeah,
you
network.
they hear Pidgin English? Hello, Chris.
Yeah, yeah,
You they hear Pidgin English, you sure?
at the year.
Correct, correct.
Mashallah.
That's correct, correct. So see, waiting, I want to ask you now, be say, now I want you to tell me, want to understand from you. Your first movie, which one is your first movie now?
The movie theme.
The movie Tem. All right. Tell us
Theme.
about the Tem. Tem. Tell us about the movie Tem. Right? How were you able to
Yeah,
shoot the movie Tem? Because it's not easy to shoot a movie.
yeah. Okay. I remember the exact date I wrote that story. That was on the 17th of October 2018.
Mashallah.
I wrote the story and I sent the story to a director Taman John Paul. I told him that I want to shoot this film. He read the story and he was like, the story is good, but it needs some little touches.
Okay.
He said, okay, we're gonna work. And later on, he told me, what is the budget of this film? I told him I don't have any budget. He laughed. And he told me that you're planning to do a film without a budget. Then I was like, okay, how much can we do? How much do we need to produce this film? He told me that the film is really a high budget film. So if we want to shoot this film, we'll need over 900,000. I was like,
Only? Oh, sorry.
director,
Yeah, up to.
director. So I went to him and I told him that it's like this, things are so hard. He told me that he will see what he can do because he is not only a director, he's a DOP and an editor. So he told me that his assistant to me is he's going to assist him, he's going to direct the movie for free and edit the movie for free. Then the other aspect, I'm going to take care of it. So that was a really great help by that time. So I took the project to my mom, my and they looked through the project and I was
Brian, my audio is low.
Yeah, he too is low. Chris, can you please go closer to your mic, or like disconnect and connect your headphones?
and I was very lucky. They helped me, and I just saw the film, and that was how the film was successful. We shot the film for 2 weeks in my eighth Bamenda. That was around November 28th to December 13th, if I'm not wrong. Yeah, so it's over 2 years now since we shot that movie.
So,
Yeah.
so you shot the movie. If you are 17 now, it means your first
Yeah,
movie was at 15 years old.
yeah.
Wow, that's interesting. So, how did you get the money to film, to make the movie? Where did the money come from?
Yeah. Um, I I receive my grandmom assists me with a sum of 250,000,
Mashallah.
Wow.
and yeah, and my director also assists me to direct for free and to edit the movie for free. So the 250 we use it to rent the camera for the feeding and some other few stuff, even though it was not okay. But we tried our best and we came out successful.
Mashallah.
Wow,
Did you
that your
sleep
grandmother is a darling. No,
the first night? Did
did
you
she
sleep?
feature in the movie?
Uh-uh.
You should have
No.
given her a role now.
uh,
Uh-huh.
future, but she never had the energy to work.
Okay.
All right,
Yeah.
interesting.
Yeah.
So I'm also thinking now, Brian,
Yeah.
that he wrote the script himself.
Yeah.
At the age of 15,
Yeah.
you wrote a story.
Hmm.
How did you learn how to write stories? I mean,
Actually, I went on Google and I just typed how to write a professional script, and they showed me the format. I created an app and I wrote the script there.
Mashallah.
you're a genius.
Yeah,
Or will I
that's
say
what they
you're a
say.
crook?
It's a genius. That's the way to go, man. Google.
Wow.
You know how they call what he did, Isaac?
Uh,
They call it Google Fu. You know how you have Kung Fu?
yes.
Yes, there's a whole craft in the 20. Let me remind you, like, I don't know if you're living in the 2021 like me, but
Hmm.
those of us in 2021 dealing with
No, me,
computers.
I'm living in 2025.
Yeah. So we'll get there. When we come, we'll show you what we're doing. So those of us
What you
in
have been doing.
yes, those of us in 2021, the art of like using Google to figure stuff out, especially professional stuff. Like me, I spend my time Googling, looking for solutions to the problems I have, right? And they call that Google Fu. It's actually a skill that you can put on your resume.
Okay.
Yeah, seriously, it's actually a skill that you can put on your resume because most companies today don't want people spending hours on problems. So the fact that he answered you like that and told you that he googled it means that
Hmm.
he didn't spend 6 months jumping up and down or try to go to the university to learn how to write it first before writing
Hmm.
it. You see what I
Hmm.
mean? Yeah. So kudos
That's
to you, man.
interesting. So you see, Darren, you are also living in 2021 at 17. You and Brian, you are mates now.
Mashallah.
Yeah. so Google fool Chris Darren. Um so that was how you learned how to write the story. So tell us about the storyline of the movie. What was
Okay.
it? What was your team? Yeah.
Okay. The theme of the story is about sexual violence.
Okay.
Yeah, so there was this group of people in a particular village who always violate young girls.
Mhm.
Yeah, and I was opportune in that movie. I played one of the lead role in the movie. So so there were these guys who they always like to sexual violence young girls in the community. So I was one of the victims, meaning my little sister was a victim of their bad intention. So I had to save her.
Yeah.
I had to save her. So while trying to save her, the whole village was like, Darren, you cannot do anything. If your fathers are in the village and they don't have a voice, you're still small, you cannot do anything. And I was like, I will do it. And finally I conquered them and they ran out of the village and we were all happy and the girls in the village were all happy too that
Mashallah.
the boys left.
Mashallah.
Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
And when it hit you that was a movie, that thing, because normally something like this will start like an emotion, right? Like a feeling to capture this thing that happens, and then when you start capturing it, you realize it's a movie, and then you try to write it, and then find out how to write. So during that period, like, how was it for you in your whole consciousness as a human being? Did you feel any changes, and how did those make you feel? And how did you handle them?
I don't understand you.
Isaac, can you help me?
Hello.
And English for it.
Yeah. Kung Fu, Google Fu. Chris. So I think basically what my partner, what we're trying to say is that uh, this story that you wrote, is it something that happened real life in your environment and you saw it happened? Is it like things that happen in your environment, in your community that you see happening?
Yeah, during that period, we had the same thing happening in our community. So I just like, I want to pass out the message using this thing happening presently. Yeah.
Good.
So, like now, I'm currently in a crisis for over 4 years. So I had to use this, I had to use what is happening around us to do the movie.
I mean, Brian, that is quite interesting.
Yeah.
Every artist gets his raw materials. Chris, every artist that you see, Chris, is like you, right? Even the guys in Hollywood, in Bollywood, and all of that. Their originality is when they take original experiences, from their lives, and put it in a story and tell a story back to the society, so that the society can change and improve. So and we would like to understand. So how did you feel? How did you feel after when you were able to do that? Tell that story in that movie. How did you feel as a human being?
I was really happy. I was really happy, very excited, and I was like, wow, my dreams are coming true. I was really very excited, especially I was also grateful to my grandmom for helping me achieve this project. And till now, I'm always, I can't spend a month without watching that film
Mashallah.
because each time I watch that film, I remember how I started. I remember the the feelings. I remember the difficulties I went through. I remember everything, and all those things encourage me and make me.
Your audio again, Chris. Your audio. So and again, Brian,
Yeah.
a lot of movie producers, you know one of the difficult things, you know is the management of the whole crew, in producing a movie.
Yeah.
Chris, are you with me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, when I came out of the university, I tried acting, a couple of acting. I could see how difficult it was for movie producers, you know, to get together, bring artists, keep them in a hotel, manage them for the time. I'm surprised yours was even 2 weeks. Some can't even keep for 3 or 5 days.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's fascinating to me. So I like you to tell us, to share with us, how were you able to? I know that your director helped you, but tell us, how were you able to keep all these people, to have them to give their best, to deliver this story that you wrote and bring it to life?
Um, it wasn't easy. It wasn't easy. There were even times we spent the night without eating. There were times we had no water to drink. It was really difficult, and we even slept on the floor. Sometimes we slept in the bush. Sometimes we just slept anywhere we could find ourselves because we had no specifically location to spend the night every day. But I thank God because with all this happening, the actors, the actress, and all the crew never gave up on me. They still stand by, and we did the project.
What did you tell them that make them stand by you? Why you what's so special about you?
I'm I'm always like, please, I love them. I'm always like, please, please, please don't go. Please don't go. Please, please, this is my team. Please, let's do this. Please. That's how I'm always so emotional. And most of them, they when they see that emotional part of me, they're like, I cannot let this child go. Let me do this.
Hmm.
Man, you sound like a master planner. It looks like you know you know how to.
somebody, somebody is saying here that means that you use scope.
Yeah. Means that the man knows how to pull some strings.
Yeah, man, and to get what he wants.
Yeah, right.
You know, Brian, I can't remember. I mean, in America, right, in
Yeah.
Nollywood, in
Yeah.
Hollywood, I remember this movie now. Wait, let me not come. Bill Cosby.
Yeah.
There was this guy that was. I mean, he started at 12 or 15 too.
Let me see. Because probably, yeah, most of these people start very young, man. The worst is today. Let me not say worst. The most hilarious is today, where kids of 5, 4, 6, they can have their YouTube channels, and their parents can actually assist them. And you have kids with their YouTube channels that they make skits, they dance, they do many things. Yeah. So that age that you're giving is actually I don't think it will be off the hook.
Yeah, yeah, true. But of course, in Africa back here, at 15 is it's a lot of bravery. Kids, Chris, I wonder, how about your parents? What role did your parents play?
My parents are very supportive. Yeah. Most of the time, the transportation I used to travel from places from one town to another, either to discuss with one producer, to discuss with one director, comes from them. Even the little pocket allowance, the money I used to pay some of the actors comes from them.
Wow, very great parents, man. I'm sure you really appreciate them so much,
Yeah.
Yeah,
and I'm sure you will do more for your own children too.
yeah.
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 So tell me, who are your role models that you have met so far in the industry in Cameroon?
Okay, one of my role model is I have Madame Aza Mavis, and she is a model. Each time I see her, I'm always like, I want to be in her shoe. I have Esti Young.
It's
I
young.
also have Otia Vitalis, and I have those are my role models in the industry. People like to one day or like to be in their shoes.
Okay.
Good.
National.
Brian, and I don't know, Chris, you have a link? I think you sent me a link, Brian. If we can pull out some of his movies and just so the fans, people, audience watching can see.
Okay, I will just a minute.
Yeah, yeah. So
Just
so
a minute.
all you said you have made 3 movies.
Yeah, and I've directed one.
You directed one. That one I lie now.
Yes.
So let me pull it. What was the title? I would pull it up. Isaac.
We have you can
Hello, Chris. Your audio again. Your audio.
Isaac, you know that director, if you know, before I just used to jump on these episodes, but I don't know when I started doing some meditation on it and maybe some reading. So Chris, this one was the first one that I went to read. I went and googled I went and googled movie director to see what that is, what they do. So I read a whole article, and they said that the director of a movie in Europe, the director of a movie is known as the author of the movie.
Yeah, of course it should be.
Yeah.
Of course, the director of the movie should be. Is always the author, not even the person that writes it,
Yeah,
because
right.
he brings everything to life.
Yeah.
He adapts everything to reality.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
What's the title of the
okay,
movie?
what's the title of your first movie, Chris,
Let me YouTube it.
that we can find online?
the first movie. Uh,
What's the title of your first movie?
title of the first movie. The movie is not online, no.
Okay, okay.
O- Okay, okay. So
Um,
you don't have,
huh?
but I think you shared some links with me now.
No, that first movie is not
Yeah,
probably the Isaac. The first
Okay.
18
movie.
9. Oh, NEPA. NEPA don't cut the,
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. Never don't cut the light.
yeah, NEPA don't cut them.
I don't mind them. No mind them. We go see the top. No mind them.
Mashallah.
Yeah.
Okay,
More just go small. I just want we'll just play any of your movies. I'm sending some link to Brian
okay.
which you sent to me to Brian now. So
Thank God.
yeah. They
Okay.
don't bring them back.
Yeah, they don't bring them back.
Then they fear you now.
I
You know
remember
if you
when I
try
was in
you now,
Cameroon.
young Cameroon young movie producer. You go do movie. You go do movie about them now. You go scatter them. Paul Biya go sack all of them.
You know, when I was in Cameroon, Isaac, I remember the sound when Sonel back in the day when they used to like cut it. You see what I mean? When they take you just hear the whoop. Is that how Nepa does it? Does Nepa add style? Because we had style.
Like it's it's okay. To Brian, please.
Yeah, I'm pulling that movie now, Isaac.
Sometimes they even do the thing like disco light small like
Yeah,
this
yes,
before they
right.
even take it.
Ngwang, ngwang. Make the sound. I know the sound. Yeah, ngwang, ngwang, ngwang.
And it goes, they've taken it again, Chris.
Mashallah.
Huh?
Africa is beautiful, man.
They've taken it again. So let's see what Brian can do.
Now the link you sent is just some info about it. It's not any actual movie.
He did send me something that I played and I saw a hospital scene.
Okay. Is it on YouTube, Darren?
Yeah, the hospital scene is the one I directed.
Okay.
Hmm.
Let me see. So what does it mean to direct for you? Like when you're directing, what is that for you? That whole ritual or that art? What is it for you? How do you how can you describe it to me? I have the movie.
Being a director is like trying to put everybody in the right position, trying to tell them this is what you're to do, this is what you're to
Mashallah.
do. Like the
Okay.
director is the head of the crew department.
Yeah.
Like the director tells the DOP, I want this shot.
Yeah.
The directors tell the sound manager, put your sound this way, and this way. He's
Yeah.
the one who directs all what's happening on the set.
Uh-huh. You know, it's funny when you say that. I remember you just mentioned that God, like you thank God, it's also due to God, and then you say the director determines the position, everything that goes. I'm just saying, what if God, you put somewhere, then God makes rain and the person falls? You see that it's God that is directing it. But anyway, that was just a joke. Thanks for that information.
Yeah, did you see the second link, right?
Yes, I saw it. Let me share my screen. Right, Isaac.
Yeah. That would be chaotic.
Yeah.
You know. But as a good director, right?
Yeah.
If rain starts falling, he can turn it into the play. You know,
Yeah,
improvisation.
you actually made me understand that because I remember you said you guys had a play when you were in school and there was some
Yes.
sort of a fire, but you just continued. And in my mind, I was following what you were saying and it just made a lot of sense. You
Yes.
see, yeah.
I mean that's well that is for drama though. But I know also in the film industry they also would do a lot of improvisations, you know.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I read it in my
Because-
little research. They said there are some directors that just describe the goal to the actors and then let the actors improvise. And then there's some directors that will actually write what you have to say. And I mean, all of them make sense.
Yeah. I mean that happens at the very top level, the very professional,
Yeah.
those ones that are already that are already winches in acting.
Yeah.
You know, you don't need to write any script for them. You just give them a sense
Yeah.
about what you want. And okay, so this is you. This is your movie.
And actually,
This was This is the behind the scene of
Okay.
my latest movie.
Okay. Mashallah.
What we are doing is a door-to-door sensation concerning the
Mashallah.
virus.
I'm doing this thing.
Okay.
You know why it's more listener?
So who are your role models in Nigeria? In Nollywood?
Junction.
Um, huh?
Direct from my 4 junction.
Mashallah. Isaac, it says this is like a behind the scenes.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, Chris, I was asking you, saying that who are your role models in Nollywood?
Um, Nandi, Osita EM. Those are my role models.
Only know Genevieve Naji. Okay.
Hello.
Yeah, we can hear you. Genevieve Naji and the other. I only know Genevieve Naji. I remember she came up very powerfully, like in her role as an actress.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, she just scooped a couple of movies, made a name. Not just for her beauty, but her audacity and novelty in the way she acted.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what she's doing these days, but I hope she's good. So also now, in Cameroon is an emerging nation. Things were fine when I was much younger. By when I was 17, I was going to the university, so I was really like curious about what to do. I loved sciences, but I didn't really know. I was thinking about women, life, uh, just a lot of things. And I remember I stumbled on Enkata Encyclopedia and I started reading about Bill Gates. So I read about computers, the magic that they were doing. He was the richest person. My mind was just blown. You see, so I had this thought about where I'm going to, which was not really clear. So hearing your story, I am like, I'm really inspired now to get my shit together and work. And I'm also happy for you. It looks like at this age you know where you're going. Some of us we will see, especially in Boya is foggy. So some of us, like, even our future was kind of foggy. But that said, we understand that you have faced difficulties in trying to realize this dream, and it is
Yeah.
normal for one to face it. So, but the essence of difficulty is for you to get stronger. So, with your experience, if you are made like minister of how do you call that thing? As is it arts and culture, and you are given the power, or let me not say minister because that would be too short-sighted. Let's say if you're an entrepreneur now, like you become an investor, you have a lot of money to change the movie industry in Cameroon. What are you going to do?
Mm,
If you have unlimited
the first.
funds, if Isaac should wire you money, Isaac has oil money from Niger. You can look at his cap and know. So if he should give you unlimited funds, that okay, Darren, as talented as you are a maestro, you're the leader in your field. I'm gonna give you an open check to make one movie, but while making it, you set up all the infrastructure
Yeah.
needed to make perfect movies from Cameroon. What are you going to do?
The first thing I do is to bring out a platform where this movie can be aired. Because one of the problem we have over here is having a platform where our movies can be aired. So, like for example, we have Nigeria and the Nollywood, we have African Magic. Something
Yeah.
that if I can build out something like that, it will be a great help to our industry.
Okay.
Yeah, where all our movies can be aired and our fans can watch us every day, like every day.
Okay. Mashallah. All right. Uh, well, that's just a little bit of it. But before I proceed, I always have this question. I'm somebody that I play with words and I like to think about them deeply. So I hear people saying fans, and I've heard you say it here a couple of times, like you're fans. So I keep wondering who the real fan is. If the fan is the artist, or the fan is like the people that follow the works of the artist. Because at the end of the day, who is the one that blows? An artist does good job, and then they say he don't blow, right, Isaac?
Hmm.
So who is the real fan? That's a problem I've had for a very long time. I've been asking people on Facebook, they don't answer. When I meet artists, I ask them that who is the real fan. They get angry. They think I'm trying to like play with them. Whereas I'm asking, so who is the real fan? Because at the end of the day, the artist gets to blow through their works. So a fan has hands that is blowing, right? So you as an artist, an actor, you have 3 movies. So you are blowing like on top of spaces. Isaac and I, we have our the blades of our fan, our works. We have at least 106 episodes now. So we are the fan. That's what I think. So Darren, please help me understand. Who is the fan? Is it you, or is it like those that follow your works?
The fans are those who watch me, those
Okay.
who follow the box, those who like love what I'm doing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mashallah. All right. Okay. Isaac, what do you think?
Well, well, I think the same thing that he does to the fans are basically those, I mean, who understand what you do, who have a passion, who have a love for what you do, how you tell your stories,
Mhm.
and they follow you, whatever thing you do,
Yeah.
and thereby they support you in all of your endeavors.
Okay.
Those, I think those are the fans.
Mm-hmm.
And again, it is from them that when they buy your movies, it is their money that they put together that will make you to blow.
Yeah.
But you see
You,
my
what do you
difficulty,
think?
right?
What do you think, Brian?
I told you what I thought now. I have that problem where I used to feel like in this life, the words that we have actually talk of different things. You see what I mean? Like you have top and bottom, but we think that the top is like the highest, the best, and the rest. But without the bottom, the top will not be there. So the
Of
best is
course.
actually the bottom. So those kinds of things always like baffle me. So the same thing happened when I was looking at this whole idea of fans, because like in Cameroon now, it's almost a pandemic where it's an evolving industry. You need to follow it, Isaac. You see people growing, and there's a lot of criticism and things like that. So
Yeah,
yeah, and then
I've been following.
yeah,
I've been following. Now I have a lot of. I have a couple of a growing number of Cameroonian friends and Cameroonian artists, particularly.
yeah,
And I've just added one now. Darren is also my friend now, so I'm sure I'm going to be following him to understand what is there. Quite a lot of artists, creative artists, are coming up
yeah,
in Cameroon. I mean,
yeah.
I can only imagine Cameroon in the next. I mean, just 10 years from now.
Uh-huh.
I can only imagine how very charged the artistic
Yeah,
industry is gonna be.
yeah,
It is very promising, and it's very good that it is very close to Nigeria.
yeah,
So therefore there is no excuse, you know,
yeah,
to it blowing. There is no
yeah,
excuse to it blowing.
yeah,
I mean, if India is at the end of the world, and America is at the end of the world, and Bollywood and
yeah,
Hollywood can still find channels of bonding,
yeah,
supporting each other to blow.
yeah.
What more of us that we are just divided by political boundaries?
Mashallah.
You know,
Yeah,
so the future is very good for our two countries,
yeah,
and
yeah.
I'm sure a lot of good things are going to happen. So, Chris, I'd like to ask you. I see you've been struggling with the light, and maybe very soon your light will soon go off. Brian.
Yeah,
So I'm thinking that maybe Chris will soon get tired and would like to go.
yeah.
Is there anything that we have not asked you,
Mm-hmm.
right, that is inside your mind that you like to share?
Mm, not really. But all I would like to say is, um, this goes to the Cameroonians and to every
village people.
Man, this people are
Anytime
fast.
somebody wants to make a vital point, the village
They
people will
must
talk.
make like that.
Because we,
I heard Chris.
because we don't have your support. If we have your support, we don't mean financial support. Those you're more like sharing our videos, watching us. Because you hear saying like, I don't like Cameroon films. Your own people are watching it.
You see, Brian. Honestly, when they would just want to make guests here, we just want to make very sensitive posts, and I think that's a punchline for this young lad. I
Yeah,
wish he can come back and make that punchline here. You know,
yeah.
and to every other artist in the industry who is blown. This is young
Yeah.
Chris Darren, a young man at 15 that started shooting movies and acting. You can do very well by supporting him. Hello, Chris.
You're back. Isaac, he has a spirit. He doesn't give up.
Yeah, he does. I agree with that. Your
Hello?
analysis is perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah. The
Yeah, we understand. Don't worry. We understand. Yeah.
Yes. So, Chris, tell us again, right? What is that special thing that you wanted to say? I wouldn't mind if you can repeat it because it seems it's so important, and I connect to it directly as an artist too.
The village people. These village people today.
These village people, they no go fit stop you. So tell us, Chris.
yeah.
So what I was saying, don't worry, man, about how you're struggling. Every successful person on earth went through what you're going through. So that you're struggling to put a light on Topo Spaces today is part of your show. You know, it's part of your progress. It shows your resilience. And myself and Brian, it tells us already who you are.
Yeah.
You know, the kind of energy that you put into your work, right? So we'd like you to repeat again to tell us that thing that you were about to say. You know, just repeat again what you just said, but that the network was playing around.
Okay. I was actually trying to say, we need the support of our own people. We need the support of our fellow Cameroonians because sometimes we feel discouraged by what they say. Like, for example, I hear some saying, I don't watch Cameroon films, but they do suck, they do witty, and those kind of things really discourages us. Because before, yes, we acknowledge that before we were not that we're not that stable. We did not know what we are doing, but now we produce good films. Now we do the best. So we are pleading on them to keep supporting us. And to those who felt discouraged because of the past, because of what we were doing in the past, they should look in what we are doing now because we are doing the best. And if they keep supporting us, I'm sure we will reach that level where um the others are, like the Nollywoods, the Hollywoods, and all the like.
Mashallah. You know what I have to say when you tell me that in life, right? You will never get it.
To people, you will never get
Yeah,
it.
in the Quran, Isaac, Allah Subhanahu wa Taala summarizes it like, man is constantly in loss. Like as the sun comes up and goes down, that's how you are approaching your death. So you could as well say that, oh, if I have more time, I would do the
I would.
enjoy, fly to Dubai. But God Himself is saying you're in constant loss. So we're constantly losing things. So now you sound like there are certain things that you like to gain, but you cannot really gain that in an environment that loss is default. So, and that's what will make you shine. That ability
Yeah.
for you to do the thing, to make your thing without that environment, that perfect environment. You see, so that's, I think that's the perfection in humanity, because we always say we're not perfect, but if perfection is about stability, right, and then you see that it's stable, that we are always losing, and that we're imperfect, then we're perfect in being imperfect. So we have to try to like make our moves in the mud. I finished my speech, so Isaac, you can clap.
Yeah.
You
So
can
you
clap
get
now.
it. So you get it, Chris. Right? I'm sure you understand. I'm sure you understand the fact that
Yeah.
even if you become, even if today you are given the best Oscars, or what's the best award on in Africa, is it AMA or is it Mama Award?
Yeah, any of them, all of them.
Mama Award. Even if you are giving the Mama Award, some people will say, see that Chris, the way where he even carry in hand collect that award self, it be like say the thing no do.
Yeah, right,
You understand?
exactly.
So come on, you just keep. I would just like. I'm sure this is what you're doing, improving it. When people continue to criticize, all those people continue. They don't like make movies, that will make them, look for another thing to say.
Yeah,
That they will not repeat that thing that they have said.
yeah,
Let what they say continue to add value,
Yeah.
continue to push you to add value to what you're saying, to what you do. And for us here in Topo Spaces, at any time that you want to come back here, anytime, anything that you want to say, right? Just come back here. This is why we're here.
Mashallah.
Just come back here and come and share your
Yeah.
experiences. You have a movie you want to release, you want whatever you want to do, just come out. In fact, if there is a lecture you want to do, in fact, if there is something that you want to research, you can
Yeah.
come here. Brian is a computer analyst, is a computer engineer, is a computer guru, or a computer winch. We can be here on this platform, and we'll research it for you, and we'll do it here. In fact, we can maybe even write a story here. We think that
Wow.
by the grace of God, everything we do here. And to the youngsters watching, you can also come on Topo Spaces if you want to learn about software development. Topo Spaces, Brian is a software developer. He has his colleagues all over the world. That we do it here live.
Yeah.
We come here, we develop a software for you, we design whatever you want live, and they teach you here. So Topo Spaces is here for all of us. It's a space for all of us. It's so wide. Everybody has a space here.
Mashallah. Thanks,
Yeah.
Isaac. Yeah.
So I guess with that, Chris, we'll let you go for now. Hoping to see you as soon as possible. And maybe next time you come with your grandmother, and she'll tell us why she supported you.
Yeah, mashallah. Yeah, alrighty. Thank you, Chris, and thanks everyone for participating.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah.
All right, man. Cheers.
Thanks.
Bye-bye.
Yeah, thanks. Thank you, Chris. Thanks
Okay.
everyone. Thanks for participating. Without you guys, we
Yeah.
will not do what
Bye,
we're doing.
everyone.
Yeah, bye.